So most of you would have got the pop-ups or maybe the recommendations in the videos or psychological channels or mind hacks or whatever motivational channels you have followed. Most of the time you have come across the narrations of Machiavelli. In that they will mention that they keep using the term from the prince that it is better to be feared than to be loved. It is a line that is used. It is like an overhyped line that is used and people use it to portray love in some other way. But do you really think that what Machiavelli was said, it was right or wrong? Most of the time that appears that is Machiavelli wrong. So let's dive deep into that and see through the eyes of the coldest strategist and political minds in the history, Niccolo Machiavelli. So to begin, whenever people or whenever everybody sees Niccolo Machiavelli, they think that he is a ruthless mastermind. Okay, and the line which he used in Prince, it is like it is safer to be feared than to be loved if one has to choose. This line to be exactly misquoted, overused, and thrown into the motivational line. But what Machiavelli wanted to say that love is fragile and fear is constant. So he believed that people love you when it's convenient. Okay, when you are fulfilling their needs, wants, demands, or whatever, they will love you. They will stay with you. And after that, once you stop fulfilling their demands or whatever, they leave. Okay, how many of them stays? Most of the time, it is very few. Love is emotional and fear is predictable. He wanted to say that love can fade, but fear stays. Okay, to be exact, according to me, Machiavelli is a realist. Okay, not an idealist. He sees everything through the lens of practicality or reality instead of seeing through the lens of fairy tale. He wasn't anti-love. He was just anti-illusion. He didn't want people to fall in the illusions. He wanted everybody to see through the lens of practicality. And here is what gets him interested. Machiavelli always thought that humans are predictable. Humans are always self-interested, changeable, easily influenced, and loyal only when it benefits them. Only when it comes to the need of them, they become loyal. In Prince, he mentions one more line. Love is held by the tie of obligation, which breaks on a small whisper of private interest. This may sound harsh, but look around. Friendship fade when you stop texting each other. Relationship fade when you stop putting effort. People switch circumstances or change their circumstances and do what they feel is in their interest. So isn't it what he really wanted to see through the lens of practicality? I mean, just look around the examples or look around your own life. Do a retrospection and you can see for yourself what is true and what not. Actually, Machiavelli didn't judge humans for that. He just advised leaders to see people who they are instead of seeing through that how they wish them to be. So what he means in the modern love, it is like three powerful ways. First one, he advised all the modern love for people because in today's world, the love has become too convenient in Instagrams, WhatsApp, or dating apps and whatnot. So in today's world, his advice still remains. Okay, and it remains in three powerful. Don't rely on love alone. Love needs structure, boundaries, respect, consistency. Without this, love cannot thrive and love will collapse. Like how Machiavelli and other leaders predicted. You have to put limitless effort in love or whatever you want to do. Because if you rely on only love, then you don't know when it fades and when the time goes off. If the person who you love, if she get interested in someone or he gets interested in someone else, automatically the love will shift based on the efforts or based on the consistency or work. And the second thing is don't expect blind loyalty. People aren't loyal to you because of feelings. They are loyal to you because of their needs, want, or when it is feeling convenient to you. When you are providing them a status, when their interest aligns with you, then only they stay loyal. Once the interest loses or the person feels that the other person can give him a higher interest or can align more with his interest, his automatically his loyalty will shift. If you want loyalty, create fairness, have communications, and there should be stability. Okay, things needs to be done and discussed. And third one, don't romanticize human nature. It changes oftenly. Most of the times you have seen that people canceling plans just a minute ago, not because they don't want to go with you, but because they wanted to hang with somebody else. Has it ever happened with you? I think you would have feel. So Niccolo Machiavelli teaches us to remove the lens of fantasy and see through the reality what actually is happening around us. Love isn't a magical force that holds people together. It is an everyday choice that people make based on emotional and practical factors. This isn't cold. It's all about practicality. It's all about priorities. So instead of seeing everything from the lens of fantasy, remove the lens and see through the lens of practicality or reality. What is happening around it? This isn't cold. It helps to prevent heartbreak by seeing the reality and by keeping the unrealistic expectations low. But here is the twist. Most people don't know that Machiavelli have wrote romantic poetry. He even flirted with people. He loved deeply. He actually valued affections. So it was not that he was against love. It was not that he told not to love. Just said to be open-minded and see through reality. You may be asking why he wrote all these harsh things if he really loved or if he really valued affections. He believed that true love only thrives when both parties have understanding of reality. When both party understands reality. When both parties don't have unrealistic experiences. When they stop feeling life as a fairy tale. He wanted people to see that how the world works instead of feeling the work like fairy tale. His real message wasn't to avoid love. It was don't be blind in love. Be open and be true to see everything around. See clearly, love intentionally, protect your emotional powers. Because most of the time, whenever you see, people lose themselves in emotions and they does something very riskier that may affect them later. Emotions are very powerful. You should know how to control the emotions. Because without emotional stability, you will be just roaming here and there with no self-esteem. So next time you hear this, it is better to be feared than to be loved. Always remember, Machiavelli wasn't telling us not to love. He was telling us to be open-minded, to be not blind in love, and to see the world through the lens of reality. He was telling us to be aware. Love is beautiful when it is built on trust instead of unrealistic experiences and lies. If you like my perspective, well, hit the like button and mention in the comment that what you think about his perspective of Machiavelli. What is your perspective of Machiavelli on it is better to be feared than love? And if you are new to the channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching.